finished learning it yet. It's
What's his name?
Rodrigo and Gabriela.
Oh, it's a new one?
Savitri. It's from their 11/11 album.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So good.
So that one's gonna have the pono baritone on it
Nice.
to do all the rhythm.
Ooh, you should shoot a video after the recording.
I haven't even finished learning it yet. I'm learning it and recording it as I go.
How do you go about learning that?
Listening and repeating each phrase. So like I'll download the song and put it into Logic, and I'll just repeat phrase after phrase and play it.
Yeah, you can put loops.
Mhm.
That beats these guys' method of, oh, wait. Put it back a little bit.
One, two, three.
you guys not hear the...
There's something going on.
Yeah, it was so weird.
That was a good take.
Yeah, it was.
Damn.
What was that?
It's like something structural in the building or something. I don't know. Like, it was weird.
Or it's a ghost. Haunted.
Oh.
Haunted
Didn't want to
youth.
say it, but...
Oh, that's gonna be the Halloween show. Haunted Ukes.
We'll have you back on Halloween.
Oh yeah. Scary season.
Will you teach how to play that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's kind of like slowing out for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Okay, so how we kind of get started, the song is in the key of A minor. It's going to be really simple. You could play this either high G or low G. With the low G, you do have more depth in terms of tone, more that you can kind of, cover across the spectrum of, your tone. So we're starting off with our A minor chord. So on the A string, we're playing open, 2, and 3. And we do it down on the A chord. So we're kind of basing the whole song, out of arpeggios mostly. So the melody, I'm just going to go through the melody and explain what chords are being played over the melody. So this is all A minor. And then we go to G there. Then we go to F. And then C right there. 2, 3. D minor. And then A minor. And we have an E sus4 here. And then E. And then we repeat back to the beginning. And G right there. F. Back to C. And then D minor here. This is a A minor with the D on the top here. F. E7. 4th fret on the E string, and then A minor. We resolve back there. This is kind of a little brief rundown of the melody for the first part of the song. There are a few more chord changes that do get a little more complicated, but yeah.
Oh, that's are you taking students?
I actually do have a few openings.
Ooh.
Yes, so shoot me
There you
a
go.
message on either my website or on social media. Preferably Instagram. Instagram is easier to check messages on Facebook these days. So yeah.
Talk about this uke you got.
It was a very difficult thing for me to pick up this uke because I was like, sorry, Joe and Kristen, it's gonna come home with me. But no, it's beautiful. The tightness of this curl is
It's
crazy.
like a different dimension.
It is a different dimension. I personally really like how I can see, this is just like a nerdy thing, I like to see the bracing inside. So having this here and the top port, is really nice to...
Especially when the bracing looks so cool.
It
I know.
does.
Check it out.
It looks like the underneath of a bridge, and which it technically
it's like a whole
is.
city under there.
It really is, yeah. Finest architecture. But yeah, just the light tones of the wood is not something that you typically see Koa have, in something of excuse me, of this caliber.
Well,
So
a lot of people like the dark stuff, but
Mhm.
in my experience, the light stuff sounds.
it sounds
Yeah, I mean,
better.
not as a rule, but
yeah.
in general, it can put out.
Right. Yeah, it's just spectacular. It does have a slightly I'm not sure if you can see it from this angle, but a slightly beveled armrest part here. My terminology.
It's part of the true relief.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the back has a nice centerpiece connecting the two sides. A nice also not binding, but a piece going down the center of the neck as well.
Looks nice.
Yeah. My personal favorite, though, is the inlays. Yeah.
So the inlays were actually done by Craig Lavin, which is a very famous inlay artist.
Mhm.
You might have had, there's a high possibility that some of the instruments that we own ourselves had done work done by him as well.
Right. Yeah.
So what number is that?
This is 8.
Number 8.
Mhm.
So we actually had like number 1, and there was a difference in the inlay. In fact, like there was more material used for number 1 as far as the waterfall. It was thicker and wider, and number 1 actually had the bird up in the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, drawn in there, but
Yeah.
he's kind of refined it as he's gone. I like this.
I actually like the thinner waterfall a bit more because it's a little. It looks more subtle to me, and just from afar, it does look very detailed.
Yeah, for sure. It's almost kind of like we're going from daytime to nighttime here.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, which
Pretty
I
much.
really like.
Mm.
2022 Platinum, only offered for this year. So every year Kanile'a comes up with a brand new Platinum model, and we're very fortunate to be able to feature them on our channel. What is the part you like most of it besides the inlay, like as far as like sound or playability? Because there is a lot going on with the ukulele. You have the scoop over here, the bevel here, and those pretty much come to us with fairly low action, like straight out of the box.
Let me evaluate that for a second. when I play, I don't typically think about anything else but playing. Like I'm sure you do as well.
Yeah, when you pick up something and you like it, you're not really thinking why. You're just like, oh, wow, I like this.
Yeah.
You know?
Now we have to know why.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I really liked about pretty much all Kanile'as is the sustain. The sustain has always been.
That one has a bit more.
Yeah.
That's like a Kanile'a and a half.
Yeah, it's still going. Yeah. Yeah, just the sustain and the brightness that Kanile'a has always had is, really spectacular. As far as comfort, while playing, having this beveled edge here for the true relief, it does make a huge difference. And one of the things I remember, not many people know this, but I had nerve problems in my hand for so long. And a lot of that had to do with the corner of the uke resting on the ulnar nerve, And so when I play this, I don't feel that sharp edge in that part of my arm anymore. So prolonged periods of playing can cause that tingling pins and needles sensation in your pinky and your ring finger.
Yeah.
So having this true relief here is really nice.
That's good.
And
That's good to
alleviates
hear.
that, yeah.
Because like none of us really like Corey and I when we're doing the sound samples. A lot of times like I'm thinking about like that would be comfortable for someone like you who's had issues with their joints and pains in their arms. So it's nice for our viewers to actually hear it coming from someone who's
It feels
experienced
good
it.
though for anybody, you know.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
really good.
playing ukulele is like, we already have such a small instrument, which is way more comfortable than a guitar for most people.
Mm-hmm.
And then to have this additionally, you know, it's like, okay, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna play, and I'm gonna feel great.
Yeah.
You know,
No
Awesome.
excuse. This is
no excuse to not practice. Yeah.
Right on.
So talk about what you got.
So, this is one of our good friend, Mr. Peter Moreros, for building these amazing Cornerstone ukuleles. Each one is always phenomenal. They look and sound good. You all know that we love Cornerstone ukuleles. This one in particular has a really interesting back and sides. To me, it looks to be, if I'm not mistaken, is this maple?
Mm-hmm.
So this is spalted maple or curly maple or quilted.
Yeah.
Quilted maple. I'm sorry, there's like different versions. There's curly, there's spalted, and quilted. And this right here is some crazy wood. As you can see, it's not your normal colored maple. It's actually been stained black, if I'm not mistaken. But rather than it just being all black, you can still see some of the wood grains of the maple coming through. A little bit of grays, some browns, all mixed together, all creating this beautiful custom Cornerstone ukulele. Spruce top, of course, you can't go wrong with this. We have recon stone used for the rosette, and as well as the faceplate near the logo on the headstock of the ukulele. Ebony bridge fingerboard, faceplate, radius fretboard, the works arm bevel radius fretboard, along with the beautiful abalone shell inlay around the body and the fretboard, and as well as the headstock too. So get this while you can. This is probably going to disappear very fast because we normally don't get too many stained or dyed wood from Cornerstone. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this wonderful and beautiful ukulele.
I was watching the creation of that, or pre-assembly photos of that on Instagram.
Oh, really?
On Peter's Instagram, yeah. And I was like, oh my god, that inlay on the headstock. It's so nice.
It's nice to like see like these builders when they post like the photos on Facebook, because sometimes I don't have no clue if it's going to come to us or not. And then 1 week later it shows up. It's like, yeah.
Oh, we got that one.
We got that one. So kind of like 50% of the time I'm almost assuming that, you know, some of it might come here.
Right. It's like a lottery.
Yeah, except we're always lucky.
Always lucky lottery.
I like the song.
There's like so much tone coming from it. And it's not too boomy too, because usually Cornerstones have an insane amount of volume. So
But that's what I really like about that one, because like his have this like fat tone built in.
Yeah.
So like spruce maple brings out that clarity that works really good with this build.
And it's not even opened up yet.
Ooh.
When he grows up, it's gonna be a monster. It already is.
Jeez. If anybody has a Cornerstone that's about 8 years or older, please let me know how it sounds, because I can only guess.
No, he's gonna be like, oh, but my builds are way better now.
Yeah.
is nice.
Let me get
Yeah. Do the sound sample for me.
Ooh.
It's just so much sound.
We don't need an amplifier with this. So nice.
It's that thick tone.
Yeah.
It matches your style really well too.
Mm-hmm. In the words of Mika, it's articulate.
Very articulate.
Yeah, I really like the design inside.
I know. There's like a lot of hidden detail.
Could you try to show? Let's point it this way. It's a whole Polynesian land in there.
Mm-hmm.
Show the end graft, the tail.
Bam.
Yeah, I really like this one because it does have a radius fretboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. At this stage in
grown
my
accustomed to the radius fretboard.
At this stage in my
You can tell we're all getting older.
oh yeah.
We all need
Like
all
this
the
is
comfort.
really comfortable.
It's got your arm bevel.
This is okay. Radius fretboard is like having like the most expensive lazy boy.
It's like
Yeah. E minor.
oh.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Oh,
I think this uke is really perfect for if you do play, like to play R&B type of stuff. Yeah, it has that depth and that cleanness for lead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like super rich, full, smooth,
Yeah.
warm.
Yeah, I love it.
Let's get a Kalei sample on this
moist.
It's like the perfect year for that kind of style. Like,
it's good for percussive.
but yeah, because you got so much more surface over here to kind of like place or anchor your hand down.
Yeah.
So, because normally over here is like, no, it wouldn't work on most ukuleles, like right there, you know. Yeah, this type of build, you actually have a lot of control, like your tone. Like normally when you get down here on most ukes, it gets a little too much, but it's still.
It gets very thin, but down there it's still.
Yeah, let's do that. I think it has to do with maybe the wide body or the super tenor design. Because this is still a normal 17-inch scale net with the super tenor build. I like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, you're not going to be on the website.
Oh.
No.
Sorry.
Joking.
Lucky for you, Brittni funding for her album, so she can't afford it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm your stereotypical broke musician.
Talk about what you've been up to.
I've been nonstop producing for other people, which is amazing. Like, I just have the best time doing that. So I just did pretty much almost a full album for a rapper in Atlanta. So that was cool doing hip hop stuff and, you know, rap stuff. I produced Marlo, her latest single for her Yellow project. That was good fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to hear it.
Yeah. Now? You hear it?
Yeah.
Oh,
but
is
I
this
mean,
copyright infringement or anything?
well, I don't care about that.
I don't think Marlo would say no.
So, who is this rapper in Atlanta?
His name is New Era. He is not like the stuff you hear on the radio. His rap style is legit. Like, it has a legit story. And a lot of it is relatable, you know, to just life in general. And yeah, so it was a real pleasure to work with him. It was funny because he just randomly messaged me one day on Instagram, and like wasn't too familiar with him, and I'm sure he wasn't too familiar with me, but he just wrote to me on Instagram randomly and asked if I produce music and, you know, if I'd be willing to produce some of his stuff. So yeah,
Wow.
it worked out really well, and yeah, it was just so much fun.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I've been listening to Kendrick Lamar's last album. It's like got some really good stuff in there.
It does.
Even musically, you know.
Are you going to sneak in some uke parts in there? Because that would be super dope to hear like a ukulele on a rap album.
There was no ukulele on it, but there's guitar, fancy guitar things. I basically, you know, did a lot of the a lot of production for that. So, yeah, it's great. So this is Marlo's single called "Tangy Lemonade," and I couldn't wait for this one to release because it just has a really nice tone.
Wow, that's dope.
Oh, nice mix.
Thank you. I didn't mix it.
Oh, for real?
No, I just produced it. I set all the stuff, other instruments and everything.
It's been hard getting those birds to behave.
Well, honestly, I'm grateful for people who go into nature with microphones and
Hell yeah.
record stuff like that. Yeah, but it was great. Yeah.
Nice.
That
I've been doing
is so nice.
a lot of things like that, and my
And
next
good
album
for Marlo.
is,
She's really found a voice with that style.
Yeah.
Wow.
She really has. But yeah, so my next album is going to be pretty much me doing all of that, but for myself. But I'm not sure whether I like producing for myself or for other people better.
Yeah, you're so good at it. You were showing me before we started. What's the last girl that you've been working with?
Chardonnay.
She's really good.
She is amazing. She's a local reggae artist, vocalist, and so I play guitar and ukulele in her band from time to time. So, So I did an official, well, hopefully it's going to be an official remix of one of her new songs off her upcoming debut EP.
Nice. Right on.
So, yeah. It started off as, like, an experiment. Because I told her, I hear these other things with your vocals, so can I, just have a little fun with it? And she's like, yeah, go ahead. I can't wait to hear what we come up with. So, yeah.
Right it's on. Fun,
You're having fun. Oh, my God. I'm having so much fun. My girlfriend's like, does your music need to be that loud? I'm like, yes.
I need to hear everything.
Yeah, unless I'm mixing, then I mix at a low volume. For like in the overall mix, if something is too loud, it's gonna stick out when it's quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy the recording process?
Less so when I'm recording myself. But yeah, I just have fun.
It's like, instead of just worrying about playing your part right, you're like, am I recording this right?
Yeah. It's much easier for me to focus on recording, like, say if Kalei is going to do, a project and I'm, recording him, it's much easier for me to just focus on getting his sound right and then, the production. Whereas, like, if I'm sitting there in front of my computer in my little, mobile booth thing, and I'm there like, turn around. I'm like, this is too much work. Or
you're like the photographer and model. Put it on timer and
just hope you get the good
what
shot.
It feels like. Yeah.
Go back and check.
Yeah. I go back and look, and then, like, it recorded over a MIDI track, an audio recorded over a MIDI track, and I'm like, yeah. So it's when I record myself, it's just me swearing at the computer the entire day.
You don't have anybody pushing you to move on too. It's like, that take was good. You're like, no, it's not. It could be. No, it was good. Like, sometimes you have to kind of just.
That's the downside to recording yourself and having your own studio.
Yeah.
Like, Andrew would, like, tell me in Corey, he's like, that was a good take. And we're like, really?
Like, yeah, I could just splice in, take the same note from somewhere else and put it in,
Yeah. I mean, it's more like the feel than the perfection.
Yeah. I think for me, like, I have ADHD, so I hyper focus on what I'm doing, and then I try to do it too well, and then I lose my motivation after that.
Yeah, it's like you can lose a little bit of the soul.
Yeah. So it's trying to find that balance, when you're trying to do everything all at once, by yourself.
You're a really clean player, so I know you've focused on that through the years.
Yeah. It's important. Like, if there's one tiny little, note that sounds like absolutely not. I'm going to go ahead and take that note out. Yeah.
All right, we're going to come back with some more ukes.
Yay.
Can you play the melody too?
Oh, wait.
The song that set back the ukulele for 20 years.
How many years?
I don't know. Yeah.
If you said 20, I'd be like, that's not long enough.
It's not 50 years.
Probably 50.
I'm determined to figure it out.
Alright, you guys can rock it. So we have a vintage and a about to be vintage.
KoAloha.
What is that? 2010, I think.
Not sure. 2000. Yep. 2010. It's about 12 years, going on 13. Immaculate condition. This is it was from one of our customers.
Yeah.
So we have this on consignment, and it's pretty much in mint condition. There's like literally,
I wouldn't call it mint, but you know,
almost, it's close.
it's been well taken care of.
Very well taken care of.
Sounds great.
Maybe not mint condition, good, very good condition.
Excellent condition.
Excellent.
Like new.
Like new. And this thing, I mean, there's a lot of sound that comes from this. And how much are we going to be selling this for?
$7.5 or
Like
something like that.
$7.50. Oh, that's a steal. Made in Hawaii. All solid KoAloha ukulele. Soprano size. These actually had their signature tuners that they were using for some time. Kind of reminds people of candies. Look at the buttons.
You can do the upgrade for Koto UPTs with us.
Yeah. Don't forget those. Those are a lot easier to tune them up, especially if you want to get them real precisely tuned. And because they're geared, you don't really have to tighten them much. And yeah, check them out while you can. Deals from the ukulele site.
And the Martin, probably 50s or 60s.
It looks about that time, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have cracks or anything like that. It looks like it's been well taken care of.
Yeah.
The original tuners still work.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. And they're not as discolored as most of them usually are, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're...
Because a lot of, like, vintage tuners get kind of, like, orangey-ish or brownish.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, they've definitely creamed over the years. That's probably not the right way to say that. But...
Definitely,
Wait, what?
I was like, it's the shade has changed over the years. You can tell it's been aged.
Yeah.
It's an aged ukulele.
Yeah, I love vintage Martins.
Classic tone.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a sound sample on that guy.
I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, I know what you're gonna do. You have the ukulele too.
I do, yes. Play because Royce Smith did that 12th Street.
Oh, yeah.
I want to learn some of this. So I've been reconnecting with my dad's last brother, who lives here, and so we met up at Guitar Center like about a month ago or so.
Nice.
And, he was sharing all the Chet Atkins stuff that he and their older brother used to play.
Nice.
So he was like, yeah, you go like this and you go like this. Like, yeah, it was crazy because I haven't seen him since I was like 6.
For real?
Yeah.
And then where does he live now?
Pro City.
Oh, Pro City?
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
Yeah, so it was nice to reconnect and, my dad's last remaining brother. And, yeah. But
musicians too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because, being 6 years old, I was playing piano at the time. So, being young at that age, I didn't really, have the knowledge and evaluation of music that I do now. So getting together with him and, just playing Chet Atkins and Neil Diamond and all that stuff. It's like,
Wow.
I need to like
Caroline.
yeah, like I need to go and like go to his house and sit down and learn all this stuff. Yeah.
That is That's awesome. Wow. That's cool. You get to reconnect after all these years and now play together.
Yeah.
You know? That's awesome.
Yeah. Nice.
Beautiful.
Same chords.
Well, we could do the E flat.
And then down half. It's always that last chord.
And then C7.
Oh man.
Awesome.
Sorry, we kind of like started spontaneously jamming.
Which is always welcome.
Yeah.
Kalei, talk about this model.
So this is a brand new Kala Elite Koa Tenor Gloss. This features premium curly koa wood for the top, back, and sides in a kind of somewhat blonde, or I guess you could say caramel color. And it's very beautiful. This is made in their Petaluma factory up in California. Again, USA made. Curly maple for the binding. Again, really nice, beautiful curly koa for the back and sides, and you can really admire how beautiful the wood is from the back because you don't have really anything else distracting you. And then, of course, Goto UPT tuners, just like how the Elites normally come. And ebony fretboard, faceplate, fingerboard faceplate and bridge. And the logo inlaid in abalone, as well as the fret dots. So these come typically strung up with low G, and these look to be the Worth Brown fluorocarbon for the C, E, and A strings with a wound fourth for the G. Very beautiful, full, rich kind of tone. Nice sustain. And I really like the sound of like the koa models from Kala that comes out from their Elite factory. I really enjoy playing these. They're always warm and very consistent. So let's give this a little sound sample.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Full, rich, clear.
Yeah, very rich, full. I mean, I like that there is still room for you to push out more sound.
Mm-hmm.
Way this one, I'm not sure if, I mean, like this one, and just in general, I really like. I think it's like
You mean like dynamically?
dynamically. I feel like I could squeeze out more sound if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, always a plus. Nice.
Awesome. Looks awesome too.
Yeah.
Are these the same model?
Mm-hmm.
That one has a very prominent curl.
I know.
Yeah. This one, I wonder if the curl came from different islands.
I don't know. Most of those koa nowadays are sourced mainly from the Big Island, but then occasionally you see some from like Maui.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you know, Maui a lot of times has lighter stuff like what Kalei has.
Yeah, there's a lot of blonde koa, right, in
Yeah.
Maui. I've noticed that.
And they make that blonde beer too, right?
Bikini blonde ale. Oh, sorry. Not your cup of tea.
No alcohol is my
Just-
cup of tea.
just
A cup
saying
of tea
that-
is my cup of tea.
A cup of
Saying
tea.
that triggered her celiac a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
It did.
Didn't
Instant
mean-
reaction. I gotta go home.
Sorry.
No, I'm just
Keywords.
I'm just joking.
So Kala also said long neck Myrtle back here. Let me just grab it.
Oh,
Yeah, baby.
we've been selling this one for a while. At least, like, that's one of like the early models that they came up with.
This the shape of that one is a little bit different.
That's a super tenor,
Uh-huh.
I think.
No, I mean like from the regular tenors.
Oh yeah, it is wider, like a wider bottom bow. Even, I mean, there's.
Did they
overall
make any
it's wider.
adjustments to the neck? Because as I'm feeling this, it feels different.
Thicker or
No, just like, well, yeah, I guess a little thicker, but just wider.
Well, I do know that like the elite models do come with a wider neck.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
general,
That one didn't feel like I don't normally have. I mean, I didn't have difficulty playing that one compared to the others.
Maybe it has to do with like how the neck joins to the body on that one, because like
Possibly.
normally on the longer scale instrument, it does get really wide.
yeah,
Right,
it's
yeah.
the spread from the bridge that's wider. That.
But even on the regular tenors, like that one just feels different.
But Corey was saying he thinks it's like from coming from guitar, it's like more comfortable. He thought.
Maybe. It is a totally different feel than what we're used to here in the islands.
Right.
You know. It
Yeah,
is
how
very-
wide it gets when you get all the way up there. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But I'm not
But
saying
it's
it's a
interesting,
bad thing because
well,
like a
I
lot
mean,
of people
like,
are looking for a
right,
wider
and
neck.
The thought is like as you get more cramped one way, you get a little bit more room the other way. And I could see how doing like 4-note chords all the way up, maybe having the space.
I can see how Corey would feel very comfortable in something like that because when he's playing up here, he's playing all these intricate chord positions. So having the extra space would probably make certain things easier.
Just to have the clearance a little bit.
Yeah, like if I were to play like this chord shape, you know, and it wouldn't feel as cramped if I do it on that.
But for you guys, after 20 years of playing like another neck, it feels like a little bit like.
It's it is different, but then I don't know, like I think it's maybe because of all the videos we do with various instruments that it doesn't feel too awkward to me as much as it did before.
It could just
Right.
be that I'm playing guitar a lot more often now.
Maybe
Yeah,
you're
so
doing a
now
lot
it's
of
like-
producing, so you're probably
yeah.
playing like bass as well. You know?
I have to buy another bass.
Oh.
But yeah.
What do you think of the feel though?
For the tenor or the super tenor?
Yeah, like no, just like what you were talking about. Like, does that throw you, or do you feel comfortable, or is it?
I think I can understand what Corey was saying about it being easier for guitar players. I think the last time I was here and we played the tenors and the super tenors, it felt very wide, and at that point I wasn't playing guitar as often. But now, like, I've been playing guitar pretty much almost every day, for a while every day. So yeah, it does make sense as far as like the width goes. As far as like the thickness of the neck, I'm not sure how I feel about it. But that's just, I can understand now. It does feel a little more comfortable being that my hands have adjusted to playing guitar more often.
These things are all personal preference. It's
It's
not as
entirely
if it's
personal
like
preference,
Yeah.
it's not good or bad or whatever.
It's not a one size fits all for
Right.
everything. You
Yeah.
know? So
Okay, so this one, Spruce, Myrtle, super tenor. That thing sounds really good. The longer scale adds like even more brightness,
It does,
but
yeah.
it's like got the body from Big Body.
The A string is just like. I think if you want something that's gonna project in your ukulele, jam group.
There
Yeah.
you go.
So you want to be louder than everyone else. You get this one.
Wow, that was so well played.
Thank you.
Really. And sounds good too, right?
It has a. If you like to play classical music, I think this is a really perfect tone for that. Yeah.
So nice. Okay, so next we're gonna check out a couple pineapple tenors.
Nice.
No, it's just a P1T.
Oh, okay. And that one,
P1T silk.
nice.
Do these just come normally with deluxe, or do
No.
they go in order as K1 and
No, they're just
Deluxe.
hooking up gorgeous woods on the regulars.
And
So the silk model, it's finished the same, but instead of that final sand and buff, they do like some, I don't know, secret steel wool wax thing that makes it where you could put on your socks and slide across it forever.
You
If
could
it
put
was a floor.
put a sock on the ukulele and slide it across the floor.
Yeah, something
Don't
like
do that.
Yeah.
That's probably a bad idea.
pineapple
it's-
surfing.
But I'm astounded at how smooth this is. Like, here, I'll have a bit of ASMR here. Like, it's so smooth.
It sounds so weird with like stereo headphones.
It does.
Well, that's the thing with ASMR,
Yeah.
and like I haven't gotten into it, but closing my eyes now, I'm like, okay, I kind of like get a sensory like lift off of that. That's cool. I get it. I just don't have time for it.
Yeah.
Somebody like eating their cereal in the morning.
Oh, no. Not mouth sounds.
You don't do that.
No, no, absolutely not.
Don't make me.
And he's like,
Like when my dogs lick their paws, I can't handle it.
what? Oh, there's something about dogs licking paws. It tells something they need.
Yeah, but if I'm like recording and like right before I hit bar, and then my dog's like right there licking his paws, and I hear it on the microphone, I'm like, oh no.
Stop it.
These pineapples sound really good.
Yeah.
All right, so I got the Kanile'a P1 tenor. This is available in Koa for the whole body. And this is a tenor size, so you don't really get to see too much tenor size pineapple ukuleles. Most of the times you'll see them commonly made and built in concert and soprano, but Kanile'a takes it a step further and builds a really nice and good sounding pineapple tenor. And these are pretty much similar specs to the famous K1 series, except in a pineapple shape. And you'll also notice that the headstock and the Kanile'a logo are also different as well. Other than that, it's basically a pineapple shaped K1T tenor. But we always get some questions from our customers sometimes about whether or not the pineapple shape does affect the sound. And to me, I think it does. I actually feel that it provides a little bit more warmth and body to it because there's more even surface for the soundboard to evenly vibrate and flex. So therefore you get a very nice balance, tone and sound. So let's give this pineapple tenor a sound sample.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So is there any tips for people that could maybe like improve their ear?
Absolutely. So this is something that I kind of just, came up with over the years, and it has, been effective for a lot of my former students. So it's kind of like the flashcard method. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your tuner, put on your uke, and make sure your uke is in tune. Like, it has to be in tune for this. So once it's in tune, what you're going to do is you are going to not look at your fretboard and just pick a spot to land on. So you're going to land on here. You're going to guess what note that is, and your tuner will tell you what note that is. So it's very simple. And doing that will help you train your ear to identify, what note is where, what it sounds like, and that's how a lot of us keep up with our, intonation in our ears. So.
But that's like training you, or that's perfect pitch though. Like if you play a note and you know the note.
Yeah, yes, that takes development over years. But that is one way for you to one way for you to learn how each note sounds. Sonically.
Do you think people can develop perfect pitch, or a version of it?
I think there's relative pitch.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. There's no pitch, which I've encountered sometimes.
That's why I don't sing.
That's why I don't sing either. Yeah, so I think over time, you can train yourself to know what each note sounds like. Whether it's harder to hold a tune with your voice than it is to have a set fret marker. That's going to be like your A or your G or whatever.
Wait,
so that's,
say that again?
It's harder to hold a tune with your voice on pitch than it is to learn where that note is on the uke.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So being that we have a tuner, and if you want to do the same with your voice, you could also do the tuner method as well. Just don't use the, put it on the microphone function.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's so much use for that too, because you can figure out what notes are in a chord, what notes are in the scale.
Right.
That way you can kind of hear it and then also think about it for a little bit, because you're the one controlling what you're going to play and what notes are coming out.
Absolutely.
Rather than trying to listen to the radio or some kind of recording, because that's someone else playing it. Mm-hmm. So you can take it at your own speed. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's interesting. We need to get a sample on this guy. Silky.
Very clear.
Nice.
So let's compare these two real quick with a 1-2 action.
pretty close.
I hear a very big difference between that one and this one.
What do you hear?
That one sounds tighter. Whereas this one has more bright projection.
I hear like a really sweet balance on the gloss though, but I feel like I think I hear like a little bit more of almost a thumpiness out of the silk. I don't know, what did you hear, Kalei?
Well, this one, I mean, like what Brittni said about it sounding a little bit more in the, like, it's not as open. I do think that's true. But then there's also a lot of balance too, like what you were saying. I think it still maintains a lot of the warmth. But then when you play that one, there's more of like an airy, just kind of like
floaty,
easy, just like a light breath. That's how I would describe that one. You know, it reacts like you can play very soft, but it comes out just as enough as you need it to.
Right.
Well, all in all, they're pretty up and up.
Yeah.
It just depends on what you folks are looking for. So, the difference in sound, the difference in look, all of these come into play when you're purchasing an instrument. But one thing we know for sure is that the pineapples from Kanile'a sound really good.
Yeah.
You know, I should have done this. I should have like set up for this, but I didn't make a channel for the amp to go direct, which is going to give you the best sound for the CE1 model KoAloha that I want to demo next. So we'll just have the mics pick up the amplifier sound. It should be fine. But yeah, we got in a couple CE1 models to check out.
Ooh.
Cool.
Yeah, so the KoAloha CE comes with, KoAloha had years ago worked with LR Bags to design this system specifically for the instrument. And yeah, I mean, you can turn down the volume and play late at night.
Yep.
Give us the acoustic sound with it all the way down. Right, so it's enough to like, you know, work with if you're trying to be quiet. But then, yeah, you can turn it up and.
Oh, I like those overtones.
Having a chambered body gives you a lot more of a real acoustic sound than going with like a solid body.
Right.
I remember Kalei's, maybe his first album release. I think I got him to play CE1 on a song or two.
Yeah, that was crazy. In fact, you let me borrow it for a few months.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That was one of the earlier models too, so I can imagine like all the improvements that you know that's available now. And because this was like what, over 10 years ago, maybe
13.
13 more.
Yeah.
Ooh, like 16. Because I think I released like 2008.
Yeah,
or
07,
something?
08. Maybe 06.
It's been a while.
It's been a little while.
Time for another album.
Yep.
You were
Right back at you.
You were a kid at that point.
There's gonna be a 3-for-1 package deal.
Shut.
So what is going on with your album? Where are we at?
So I'm recording stuff right now. You know, like we kind of talked about earlier, it's a bit difficult to tell myself that's a great take. But yeah, so I've got maybe 8 songs that I've pretty much prepared for recording. I need 2 more, so if you guys have anything you want to hear specifically, let me know, because I'll do it.
Wow, you could actually make a difference in Brittni's album.
Yeah.
All right.
That's cool.
Leave a comment.
Yes, leave a comment, send a message, all those things. And yeah, I might end up doing, maybe, I don't know yet, maybe do some sort of crowdfunding thing to, you know, give you guys some cool merch and fun things. So we'll see.
Right on. Looking forward to it.
Kickstarter type of deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's
so when
cool.
you do have that ready, make sure you come back so we can help promote it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you want, I can shoot the Kickstarter video.
Oh yeah.
It'd be fun.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta plan everything out still. I'm in recording mode at the moment.
You guys can just go ahead and PayPal Brittni in advance and figure out the deal later.
Yeah, that'll work too.
Go for it. You won't regret it.
Yeah.
Supporting the arts.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I love those overtones.
What? It was a CE1 Satin too, so I wanna.
It was.
I want you to try to play the same song. Let me try to look this up.
On the spot.
Remember now, I don't have perfect pitch. I can't remember everything.
Hey, perfect pitch does not mean you can't remember a song.
Kalei, Gamiao,
It depends on how much
Higher Ground
longer
Cafe.
than 10 years is it.
Music never leaves the brain.
I don't think I had this channel at the time.
You did.
Did I?
It was at Higher Grounds.
Well, yeah, no, it was Higher Ground, but then a lot of the stuff from Higher Ground was put on its own channel.
For real?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Oh, there we are.
I think that's how that song went.
Did I cut a little bit on the bass?
Yeah, it's like really booming. I can pull back on the volume.
Nah, it's just like the gain on this.
I think this is the song. And then it goes. But I can't remember it.
I was thinking of the Eptide.
Oh!
Yeah, that was another one you did on the CD one.
Let's see. Something like that.
Yeah, that was
something like
sweet.
that. It's definitely wasn't clean enough. But
One thing I would do is I feel like that G is that's the like 32 wound. Like it needs to be tamed a little bit. Like at least with like a Thomas stick might be the best option for balance. But even the like smooth wound,
this is very like kind of little overpowering for the other strings. I think, but it just depends on how you play too.
Yeah,
you know, is my style can go from very like doing not much to strumming very hard and fast sometimes, and I'm just like that with Brittni too. So it just depends on the player. Some folks like, especially if you're a singer songwriter and you want to add more like richness to your vocals, like a low G is definitely something to consider because you can play the bass lines on it if you find the right key. And also, if you have a slightly brighter voice too, this might add a little bit more body to your overall sound too, and complement that.
One thing that's cool plugged in, you are usually going to have an EQ system there that you can shape it as well with.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it's like you can, through strings and even the instrument, you can search out that tone perfect for you. But in a lot of ways, like you guys adjust to what the instrument is. So it's like kind of a halfway thing of your sound and the sound of the instrument coming together.
Definitely. And well, there's like so much things you can do on these that might be a sound nightmare for you live, if you're at a venue, because like sure, this does give you more control of your overall sound, especially when you're plugged in, but you can add so much more stuff to it, like effects and all that, which normally is
You're not fighting feedback.
You're not fighting feedback as much. Right. You still can because it's still hollow on the inside. But if you just roll back the right frequencies and have your effects set, it should work perfect.
Right.
Like what was that musician name that just totally shreds on his Pono electric?
Joey Kafka. Yeah, New York.
Oh.
Yeah, he just...
That guy's next. I've never heard distorted ukulele like that.
Well, yeah. Yeah, he rips.
I mean, it was basically like an electric
he would
guitar
like win a shred contest.
Do you know if he was using a nylon or steel?
Nylon.
String? Nylon?
Yeah. I wonder what his effects were though.
I'm pretty
I've never even reached out to him. I should.
It would be nice if we could, feature him on a podcast.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, most ukulele players at some point try to make the pilgrimage over.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're one of them, let us know and maybe we can feature you here. One of the people that have been top 10 in our contest a few times, Donna from Donna Ukes. We're gonna feature her sometime in August.
That's great. Yeah, she's very active in the ukulele community.
She's great.
She has a good attitude. She's always promoting music and shares everybody's videos. Yeah. That's the cool thing about her. She's a very active and
beautiful voice
person.
And a good player.
Yeah. Yeah, people like that are so important to our ukulele community, and that's what keeps the ukulele world rotating.
Absolutely. So, let us know what you guys like to see more. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed, you know how it goes. You guys are such pros. I could do this every day.
Just
with
a pro.
Not even.
Brittni,
Not far from it. But thank you.
Brittni's the best.
Anytime.
Kalei's the better pro.
No, there's no.
All right, guys. We love you. And we will be back with more soon. Aloha.